Hello, this is the hatitjob.com gaming netcast with an unboxing of a card game, and it's called Flash Duel. This is the deluxe version. And what's interesting about this is that it was designed by a guy called David Sirlin. And Sirlin rebalanced Street Fighter HD Remix, and he rebalanced Puzzle Fighter HD. And so he's a games designer who's an expert in balancing and in fighting games, and he's designed this game, Flash Duel, which, from what I can tell, I've never played it, I will do soon, is basically a card game version of a fighting game. So you deal with owning space, zoning and so on, but you use cards to dictate how far you move forwards, back, etc, etc. So kind of imagine a top-down version of Street Fighter 2, and I guess this gets towards that feel. Of course, I might be wrong, I've never played it, but let's take a look at a close-up of the box. So here we are, this is a close-up of the box. You can see it's the deluxe version, and this means that it comes in a wooden box which is laser engraved, and Sirlin makes a great point of saying that it's laser engraved on his website. Here we can see, so this is actually, it is engraved, it isn't just printed on, and the same on the back of the box, or the, I don't know what you'd call that, the top of the box, if that's, yeah, the top of the box here. And then we can see the back, and you can see it's a simple two-player card game you can play in just 5 minutes. And there are no rares or random packs of cards to buy, so I think Sirlin is big on the idea of having complete games. So he will make expansions, I believe, for his games, but he doesn't want you to feel like you have to be in an arms race to play the games he makes. And here's the board, which is wooden, and I think in the standard version, that board is just made up of playing cards. And you can see it's 2 players, 5 minutes, and I believe he says that one's mother could learn it, so that's interesting. So let's open this up. So the lid just comes off like that, and again it's wood, which is nice. Turn this around, and we have the instructions, double-sided. That's cool. I saw a video of this, and actually it was single-sided. That's nice. And here we have the board, again wooden, with paper on top, like so. Here's the other side, and I'll move this out of the way. And you can see that it just slots together, so that's pretty cool. Nice wooden board. And here we have some playing pieces, so blue and red. These represent your fighter. And here are, if I open this up, some little tokens like that, and these again are engraved, and I believe they represent your distance on the board, or maybe your points, I'm not sure, but these are quite nice. They're kind of poker chip sized. Put that back in there, and the inside is a cardboard insert. That's nice. And here we have the cards, and let's just do a zoom in on these components, including the cards, so you can see what's going on. So we're back. Now let's just have a quick look at the board and the printing and so on. That's pretty nice. I'm not quite sure what the wavy line is for, and I don't know what kind of wood this is, but it's, you know, it is wood, so that's a nice change from cardboard. And here we have these little engraved poker chip style markers, which again I don't know what they're for yet, whether they're about distance or points, but I'll put that in an annotation on the video. And those are cool. And our little red and blue men, and I wonder if they should actually draw them with feet on the bottom, otherwise you're just kind of like an amputee fighter. And there is actually a kung fu film which I've never seen, which is about 2 warriors, 2 kung fu masters, one who has no legs and one who has no arms, but you know, they do kick ass. They're very good, and I actually would like to see that. So maybe these are their equivalent. Put that down, and then we have a look at the cards here. And Sirlin has designed all of these figures and characters, and they're from a series or kind of a world he's creating called Fantasy Strike. So this is some kind of green monster holding a log. Perhaps he's like an environmental Cthulhu figure. Oh, he's called Argagarg, which is nice. Water Shaman. And what this move is Slippery Fish, and it says, opponent dashing strikes you. Retreat this turn as if you played a 1. I think a dashing strike is when an opponent kind of moves a few spaces forward on the board and hits you at the same time. And I guess this means he can pull back 1 space to avoid the strike. So it's footsies and zoning like you might find in Street Fighter. And then let's take another look at these cards here. What's this one? This guy is Jefferson de Grey, Ghostly Diplomat. Terrifying. Spectral Pull. And of course, I don't know if they realise in America, a pull is when you go out to a nightclub and you meet a fat lady and you promise her that you'll be hers forever. So he is obviously not into living women. He is some kind of post-necrophiliac. He likes ghosts. I'm not quite sure what that would be. Pre-combat. Excellent. Pull the opponent towards you 1 space. So I guess that means at the start of the round, he can bring you into range for his zoning. That's pretty cool. And let's have a look at another one. Shuffle the cards. Oh, this guy is good. He looks a bit like, is it Haomaru in Samurai Showdown? I'm not sure. Here he is, looking very GQ buff. Men's fitness with a slightly fey hand there. Grave Stormborn, Wind Warrior. Again, different implications to Wind Warrior depending on what you eat. Reversal. Opponent uses an ability from a dark space. Counter that ability. That sounds pretty cool. So if we go to here, to the board, we can see that there are dark spaces. So I guess you have context-sensitive cards as well, which isn't something you get in Street Fighter, really. That's nice. And then also in here, I think we have some cards with numbers on. And I believe that these dictate how far forward or how far back you move. Or you can use it for either, I guess, on the board. So these are your zoning and footsie tools. So I'm quite excited to play this. Flash Duel Deluxe. This is about £30. I think there are only about 20 copies in the UK at the moment, maybe 19 after this, but he does do a print and play version, and he also does a cheapy version for about 15 quid. But this is all wood, all good, all the time.